Gangsters have been around for the longest time. From Al Capone to Tommy Shelby, you won't run out of them. But what you will run into, however, the wannabes, the ones trying to be cool so bad that it just comes off as cringe. Yes, I'm talking about the internet's most hated group. No, not Taylor Swift fans, although they are pretty close, sorry. I'm talking about the people that go above and beyond, over and over, keep just doing dumb shit. I'm talking about internet gangsters. From the likes of 6ix9ine calling out fake gang members and fake rappers that claim to be hood, you know, to someone like Ricegum roasting kids. The three main points I want to bring up today. What are the reasons for them being internet gangsters? 2, the comparison of two titans of the industry. 3, overall conclusion, and what are the effects? Please like and sub if you like the video. You know, you don't have to, but whatever. You know, and then what you're really here for. Internet gangsters. 1917. A young boy from Manhattan, New York, working at the Harvard Inn, working a regular shift, just trying to make his wages, insults a female pardon. Her brother is right there, overhears, goes up to the boy, things get heated, and he ends up slashing him in the face. The boy would have to live with those scars for the rest of his life. That boy's name? Al Capone. Fast forward to 2018, there's a guy with rainbow colored hair, has the number 69 tattooed all over his body, nice, and claims to be quote unquote hard. Hey, yo! Pause. In New York, my don't suck one cock, my suck the block. See, back in the day, people actually used to earn respect. People used to work for the empire they built. Nowadays, we have people doing crazy shit on the internet for clout. Most notably, internet gangsters, popping up mainly mid-2010s, late 2010s. They came in hard, and they came in heavy. And a lot of you may be asking, why would anyone want to become an internet gangster? And the answer to that really is not all of them want to start off that way. You know, some of them start off nice and innocent, just making YouTube videos like I do now, but they see it doesn't get views. So what do? They resort to being dumb as shit. You know, let's take Ricegum for example. Started off pretty innocent, then moves on to be some douchebag that roasts kids and all that. I'm going to talk about it more in depth later, but for now, let's really get to why they are how they are. Starting off with money and fame. You know, everybody wants money. Who doesn't, right? Other people mainly care about fame, but one thing's for sure. Too many people value themselves based off how much money they have or the status that they hold. It's no secret people want fame these days. You know, just look at the internet. You know, naked girls on Twitch and people holding up a camera to their face like, you know, look at me, you know, thinking they're interesting when they're not. You know, look at me. I'm not holding the camera, but I think I'm interesting. No, I don't think I'm interesting. Like seriously, everyone with a camera thinks they're the next Christopher Nolan or PewDiePie without even putting in the work. And the money part of it, it's pretty self-explanatory. Money's awesome. You can buy a jet ski, you know, you can buy a pack of claws and some darts, share with the boys. Money is great. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, what ends up happening is people think being a YouTuber is all sunshine and rainbows, right? They think, oh, they just hit record, hit upload, oh, that's it. They don't understand it takes hours from planning the video to scripting it, to recording, to editing, to, you know, making a good thumbnail, piecing it all together, just in hopes that someone finds it interesting. But then, you know, there's other people thinking, oh, well, you know what? That's not really for me. All that work? Nah, I'd much rather just ruin people's days. Instead of going after something they're passionate about, something they like, no. They go after what gets the views, and I understand that. This video may not get many views. I don't know, who knows? But you know what will get views? Going out and doing something crazy. For example,
Father have a gay son or daughter.
I don't know, in a way it's almost how boys are created, you know? You can't get any views, you can't get any girls being nice, you know? Maybe you get your heart broken, and then those same guys become what they call gay. What else creates internet gangsters? What do they use to reel you in? They all have some sort of gimmick. Take, for example, the girl who wishes for you to catch her outside. It's all talk. You know, 6ix9ine, all talk. Declan Rice, all talk. And when people hate someone so much, they want to see them fail. And that's exactly what they want. They want the views, they want the money, they want the recognition. And we give it to them. Ricegum, Outdoors Girl, Leafy is here. But you know, to be fair, not really an internet gangster, but you know what? I feel like you get a pass if you make fun of cringy kids and cringy people. He gets the pass.
No, but like seriously, leave a like if you guys want to see more videos like this, where I basically just sit there and finger my butthole on a certain topic.
They'll throw milkshakes through drive-through windows, you know, flex all the money they have and call you a that was all her fucking parents' money. Come on, let's be honest. No way a kid that young is making bands, all right? I'm not making that, and I'm working 5 days a week. They'll sometimes go the controversial route and say some outlandish in hopes of people recognizing them and hating on them and, you know, giving them attention.
It was right supposed to happen?
And that is what they use to reel you in. Gimmicks and dumb they say. Now you may be asking yourself this, well, what kind of fans do they have? Who are their fans? In all honesty, it kind of makes it hard for their fans to really resonate with them. You know, example, Ricegum. You can see him as someone that you used to work with, someone you went to school with. He's relatable because he seems like a regular guy. Whereas someone like 6ix9ine is completely different. I don't really have to explain too much, but more on them later. Because they're doing it all for attention and they don't really care about having a connection with their fans, typically their fans, you know, don't have that relationship with them like you do with someone like Filthy Frank, iDubbbz.
They're dead. But let's find out how dead. Oh yeah, really dead.
So what ends up happening is when hits the fan, their fans aren't there. They're running away. They're not defending them. And sometimes it can be harder for them to be themselves, you know, just because they're seen as this clown, this persona, this character that they have to play. And if they don't play them, then, well, no views. That's all you really know him as, right? Just this internet clown. Whereas me, all you know about me is that I make these dumb videos, you know? You don't know how many times I've slapped my boy's ass. Not enough, if you ask me.
And I'm not trying to defend him, but he made both very good points, but look at the team he's playing in.
But you look at a YouTuber like Filthy Frank, right? He was just himself. He was outlandish, but in a good way, in a way that like it entertained us and it just shocked us. Again, in a good way. And people resonated with him. I didn't give a what he posted. I just cared that he posted. And I was like, you know what? I fucking love this guy. I'm going to watch him. Same with, you know, let's say PewDiePie, DashEXP, the greats of YouTube.
So you let that marinate for a little bit, put it up to, put that bitch on high. I still don't know why they got the rep medium low. Who used that shit? Put that bitch on high the whole time. Shit!
6ix9ine isn't calling gangs out or anything, or doing or saying crazy. No one's paying attention to him. And those aren't the fans you want. What fans do I want? I want fans that play soccer. So if I ever get big, I can ask people to play soccer with me because I don't have anyone to play soccer with. So one last big reason has to be culture and insecurities. It's no breaking news that people get influenced by culture. From a celebrity wearing some crazy outfit that people start to wear to something as simple as slang like Riz or yeah. Even high school culture kind of plays a little bit of a role. Just think of this real quick. You know, how many people from high school, you know, that you know now or that you used to know, how many of them tried to act cool and, you know, some smooth operator, suave person? A lot. And maybe even you were that kind of person. You know why? Because you cared about what people thought about you. You cared about acceptance. And some people graduate and still keep that mentality. They'll be like, oh, I gotta act cool in case anyone's watching. No one's watching. No, trust me, no one's watching. No one cares. A lot of these internet gangsters are insecure. They feel like they need a purpose. Where better to get inspiration from than the internet and pop culture? They see so many people living this luxurious, lavish lifestyle that they're like, oh, I need that just to, you know, validate themselves. When it's like, no, how about you get a personality and actually be a cool person? That never crosses anyone's head. And these young kids and teens, you know, they're really impressionable. So when they see people doing all this crazy, they're like, oh, you know what? It's okay. It's okay to do it because look at how many followers he has. No, don't kick old people's canes from under them. Don't throw honey buns at homeless people. And if you are, just record it, put it on like Live Leak or something, Reddit, for like some people to see. Moving on with all that, now that you kind of know, you know, how an internet gangster works, their mentality, how they came to be, now it's time to compare two of the internet's dumbest people, right? And I'll get into why. Today I'll be comparing Rice Boy and the trans version of Lava Girl, if the, you know, transition was done blindfolded. Ricegum. Let's look at how he started, right? He started off pretty innocent. He started off just like me, you, I don't know, just making dumb videos in his room. He wasn't always a prick.
Yo, what is up, guys? Your boy Ricegum, aka Mr. Prankster, man.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Rice flavored gum. You can call me Brian, that's my real name, you know?
Kind of how a lot of YouTubers start. You know, back when I made my first videos, I had, you know, some COD gameplay in the back.
This was her. Don't eat.
Already there's some relatability there. You know, you feel like you know him. You feel like you can hang out with him. You can tell he's just some dumb kid trying to make funny videos and entertain people. You know, his next few videos are a bit different. You know, I'll play you some right now.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how cute am I?
Like a 12.
Really? Have you ever had like a threesome before?
Yeah, man, twice.
Twice? With like two
Yeah.
dudes or...
What the fuck?
His first few videos were great, you know, just a young kid trying to chase a dream, grinding, you know, with that fire in his eyes, making dumb vlogs, you know, interviewing people on his stream and posting them on his YouTube. But then he started posting some questionable things, you know, prank calling prostitutes, or these kids must be stopped with a picture, a really questionable picture, by the way, of a girl covering an area, very young girl, not much to be said there. And then you can't forget him roasting kids, doing diss tracks on kids. But that's the thing, how does a 17, 18-year-old beef with a bunch of little kids? Like, how mature do you have to be? But as he grew in popularity, eventually the ego came with it. The money and fame were slowly getting to his head, eventually leading to people making fun of him, you know, making videos about him, dissing him, hating on him, and even exposing him for the things he would do, like promoting a scam for a bunch of kids. He would eventually make some of the worst and best diss tracks you will ever hear in your life. Like, for a YouTuber, low-key, they were bangers.
Made it seem like I beat her ass, I lay a finger on that bitch at all. I just called my lawyer up and he told me he go get it solved. I thought she was high up, but the thing she doing is really low. This thought made a lie up, so fuck her and her shitty show.
At a certain point, it seemed like he was getting into drama every week, you know, from the Gabby Show incident where he allegedly hit her and threw her phone, to eventually the scam that he promoted. It wasn't looking good for him. And then when his fans needed him most, he vanished. For 3 years, he was gone, you know, and now he just streams, you know, just keeps low key, you know, still a bit of a dickhead, but, you know, it's better than making cringy ass videos on YouTube. It's just, to me personally, he's much better off now. Now for 6ix9ine. You kind of know what there is to know about Ricegum and 6ix9ine, but I'll tell you this. From what I found out about him, reading up on him a little bit, back in 2015, he pled guilty to things with a minor. I think you know what I'm hinting at, not gonna say it. He had a rough upbringing, you know? His dad going to jail, hooked on heroin, selling drugs, his stepfather getting shot and killed steps away from where he grew up. But that's just a little backstory on him, right? When he eventually made his presence on the internet, you know, he started off grinding, just like everyone else, just like Ricegum, just like PewDiePie, everyone, ever. He eventually popped off with the song Gummo, which hit, by the way, absolute hit. He was making music way before that, but that song really made everyone question, who's this guy with the, you know, the fruity hair, saying all sorts of, claiming all, you know, 9 Trey.
Fucking Treyway, nigga. Treyway.
His wild persona and catchy songs made him popular. And his gimmick was basically just him claiming that he was really hard and he was hood, you know, calling all these other gangster rappers fake and they're not about it and all that, calling out, you know, gangs in New York, Chicago, all while looking like a gay build-a-thug. And 6ix9ine knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. He just had everyone by the balls. All the attention was on him. Every week he was making headlines. He was getting people mad. Eyeballs on him. The money was coming in.
No, first night I got locked up. I watched Lone Survivor, and I was like, I'm definitely snitching, right? and then, no, seriously. I'm
So from the jump.
because you know what people love to see? My dick.
What am I talking about, though?
Listen.
Sit your ass down.
And I understand why people were a fan of him, because he was a troll. That's all he was. He was a troll, and he dropped really good songs, and I understand why people are a fan of him. I was bumping 6ix9ine back in the day, even though he did show acts of kindness every now and then, you know, giving back to his community and giving, you know, to people in need. It might have been all for the camera, but things really started going downhill right around 2018, 19. He ended up getting jumped in a gym and then getting arrested. It's almost like all the he talked ended up having consequences. And here we lie today, 2024, with 6ix9ine in hiding. At least Ricegum evolved. You know, he was a douchebag, but now he's evolved into someone that's at least somewhat respectable. But that troubled kid from the Bronx that grew up to be a gangster, still just that, a troubled kid. Now, a quick little comparison between the two. Ricegum started off humble little kid, making dumb YouTube videos, making fun of kids. 6ix9ine, on the other hand, came banging, loudmouth, making everyone mad, and nothing really changed after that. Ricegum made little kids cry, 6ix9ine made gangsters cry. Similarities: they both wanted fame and money. They both got fame and money. Both kids, one as a troll, the other as just some guy that makes fun of kids. They both rose and they both fell. Where are they now? Both somewhat keeping low-key, one streaming, one in hiding. Nonetheless, both kind of just doing their own thing. And that is Ricegum and 6ix9ine, two of the internet's most hated but sometimes loved people. Even though these people are playing characters, some of these young kids are very impressionable and they might end up becoming just like them, fucking dickheads. And that's not what we need in this world. We don't need more Ricegums. We don't need more 6ix9ines. We had them already. We had the era of 6ix9ine and Ricegum. Please, no more. Like, dude, the poor people being fucked with, whether it's honey buns being thrown at homeless people, old people getting fucked with, I don't know. Please just stop fucking with people. And lastly, I feel like too many people value the wrong things these days. You know, you can see it in media, you can see it in culture, you can see it maybe in your town where you live. I think the most important thing to take away from this video is to just be true to yourself. Don't try to act a certain way and try to impress people and go after things that other people want and like. No, do your own thing. Honestly, just do things you want to do. You know, don't fucking try to impress others or anything. You know, this video might get 20 views, but you know what? I had fun making it. I had fun coming up with the ideas and the comparisons and all the things, you know. I'll be devastated if this video gets 20 views. I don't know how many people are even watching this part. But yeah. At least I had fun making this, and at least I actually care about this. Please like and subscribe if you want to help out. If not, it's whatever, you know.